we decided we would replace the air conditioner in the workout room. And it's never had central heating and air, we've always just had a window unit. And since we live in South Georgia, we've never really had to worry about like deep freezes. We always just have a problem with it being so hot during the summer days. But this is one we're going to install, and we picked it out specifically because of the way it mounts. It's got a big cut in the side, and it's supposed to look a lot cooler when it's in the window, not quite as unattractive. And this is the unit we currently have, but you can see how it's got the flaps on the side and the windows way up. It's just not the most attractive looking installation. I'm by myself again, and we're going to try to get this in single-handedly. First thing to do is to unbox it. Well, thanks for tuning in. This is Ben with the DIY Homefront channel. And we actually installed this air conditioner back in August of 2023, at the hottest time of the year for us. And it worked flawlessly. I just never got around to editing the video and thought it might be more important to put it out when the new season starts, when people are going to be buying ACs again. And this is a really unique style, and we have really grown to like the way that it looks in the window, but it is still an AC window unit and it weighs a lot. So maybe a two-man lift would be a good idea. Well, as far as the unpacking, it was well packaged and it had no signs of damage, although we did pick the unit up from the store and brought it to the home. I spent a few minutes going through and making sure we had all the parts, looking over the directions, and trying to familiarize myself with the installation procedures. Well, that was about 20 minutes well spent. Let's get on with it. Well, one of the first things the directions has you do is set up this platform that the AC is going to rest on. And it has these little push pins that you can push in and slide around so that you can space it for any window size that you may have. The AC unit also came with several pieces of foam to make sure that you had an airtight seal around the air conditioner. I'm going to go ahead and lay all these out so that way they're easier to use when the time comes. Well, the first thing we're going to do is take the mounting plate for the air conditioner and place it in the window seal. Then we can make some adjustments to it so that it's centered in the window and the right width. And you'll do that by pushing down on those little tabs and sliding the arms to the left or to the right. I ended up counting all the holes to make sure that I had the same number of holes on each side. But in reality, I had to lift this up and set it in the window seal and make adjustments 4 or 5 times before I felt like I had got it right. I even had to swap out one of the pieces on the side for a longer one to make it fit. Well, the next thing you're going to want to do is clean the window really well. That AC could be there for quite a long time, so there's no telling when you're going to get a chance to clean this window and window seal again. Well, I am following the directions that were provided in the owner's manual. And there's these foam strips that you're supposed to apply to the back of this piece of metal, and that's going to rest up against part of the window frame. And a second piece of foam goes on there, and that covers everything and makes it all the same thickness. I'll do the same thing to both sides. I'm in no rush to get this done. I'd rather do all this right and have an air and watertight seal than I would do it in a hurry and have to pay for mistakes later. With the foam in place, now we can take this to the window and get this brace installed. There's 2 support arms that actually rest up against the siding of the house, and they get positioned on the back of this brace. And you'll need to hold it in place while you determine where those braces are supposed to be positioned. And then you just put a pin in the hole and that locks it in place. Well, the directions tell you what you're supposed to do, but they don't necessarily tell you in the best order to do it. I found with that one support brace attached to the back of this platform, I could go outside of the house and then I could put the other one on. And then you still might have to make some more adjustments to these braces, because the goal is to have this mounting platform that the air conditioner sits on to have a gentle slope away from the house. So that way any water that condenses inside of this air conditioner runs away from your home and not back into the room. Well, you can see it takes quite a few tries to get it right. But like I said, the air conditioner will go in once and be there for years. Once you do have it finally set, in addition to the pins that go in, there's also these little clips that go on them that'll keep them from backing out in case there's any vibrations by the air conditioner. Well, after consulting the installation instructions one more time, I'll go ahead and set the air conditioner onto the support system. Now, I didn't get it the first time, but I'll slide it down a little bit and that should be it. And here you can see how the air conditioner is lined up on the support bracket. The next thing to do is to adjust it forward or backwards until it lines up with the window. I went and found a small level so I could just double check and make sure that I had the appropriate angle for the air conditioner so that the water would run away from the house. And it checks good. The AC unit came with some universal foam blocks that you were supposed to cut to shape to fit your particular window. So I'm not really sure if me going through the whole process of how I measured it and cut it for my window is really going to help you. So I'm just going to sort of bump forward until I get to the next spot and we'll see where I'm at. So this gray piece I'm cutting actually goes on the mounting bracket, which means we're going to have to take the air conditioner out one more time. And this gray piece is actually going to go over that white foam I've already put on here. So the air conditioning support brace is finally going to be put in one last time and screwed in place. Now the last big air gap around the air conditioner is actually between the air conditioner and this air conditioner support brace. So we're going to take a large piece of black foam and cut it and put it there. And it's going to be quite tricky trying to get the foam and the air conditioner and everything lined up. Well, one of the last things I'm putting in are these large white foam blocks that I cut down. But you'll see by the time that I've got it in place, it really does do a good job of making an airtight seal. But to be honest, I really wasn't worried about the airtight seal. I was more worried about how the window divided the air conditioner and if water would be able to get inside. But I was pleasantly surprised. Regardless of how bad the rainstorms were, we had no water intrusion around these windows for the last 6 months. Another safety feature to secure the air conditioner into the window frame are these metal bars that slide out and lock into the sides of the window frame. Once they're slid out and you've got them adjusted, you put a screw in them and that keeps them from coming loose. There's one final foam seal that ends up going from one side of the window to the other side of the window and across the air conditioner and foam pads. And once that's in place, you can close the window pretty much for the last time. Well, I started cleaning up after myself and I realized I had some of that gray foam seal left over. So I decided to put it on the bottom of the window that slides down onto the air conditioner because I figured it couldn't hurt. Well, there you go. I hope this might help you with some decisions you're making this summer if you have to replace a window unit AC in your house. Well, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll see you in that next one.